Where do I go?
What do you mean, where'd he go?
Hello and welcome to Friday Nights with TCF, presented by The Loop Sports. I am Zach Lilia.
I'm Boomy.
And we are here on this beautiful, what is the day today?
Friday, November
No,
2nd.
I didn't know. I forgot we were in November, sorry.
Yeah, it is a little confusing.
I guess I said that. I said that as yes, I know it's Friday, but I meant the date.
We tend to do this every Friday.
I meant the date because I can't believe it's already November.
I know it does seem like that came really fast.
It came fast, like the weather, the change of the weather. But we kind of went from winter to a quick. Now it's kind of fall.
Yeah, this is definitely what we expected. Not that
it's football weather.
Yeah, 100%.
Beautiful football weather. Speaking of football, we got a big game for. Actually, it shouldn't be a big game for the Bears because. I mean, they should easily win this.
Yeah,
it is a big game. It's a big game in the fact of the Bears. If they shouldn't have no problem with this game. They should blow them out of the water. And if they don't, then it's going to be kind of this is a big test for the Bears.
Yes.
I mean, do you want to be in the playoffs or not? Like, this is the game you can't lose. You can't mess around with. I mean, Nathan Peterman, who may be the worst.
Good. Yeah, that's exactly the best way to put it.
We were talking about.
It should be.
Sorry to break this up, but the Bulls are now officially down 2 points.
Oh, they were just up.
They 15. Were just up 15, and your man may have taken the Pacers, and I got a little worried, but I also realized that it's the Bulls.
Oh, I'm done with the Bulls. I hammered the Warriors on Monday or whatever it was when the Bulls were plus 11.5, and they lost by like 90. So,
but we will talk about the Bulls a little later.
But I do have to give a quick shout out. 26 Shirts sponsors the podcast. I just got this in the mail the other day.
It's a great looking shirt.
Actually.
I also saw a retweet by somebody about 26 Shirt. They do this thing where it's kind of a mystery shirt, I think it is.
Yeah. And
you just, I don't know, I didn't look into it really, but I'm guessing you buy a shirt and they just give you one or the other. And it looks, that's a cool idea.
It is. And they've done a nice job. I think at first I was worried that I didn't get my shirt, but then I realized at the end of the month they send all the shirts out when everything's kind of been collected. And it's just, I mean, my arms look good. So that's all I really care. It's a super comfortable shirt. I love the design. I'm not even a superhero movie fan.
Makes you look jacked, you know.
Well, I need all the help I can get. But the Captain America thing, I think go check out 26shirts.com. They're nice enough to sponsor the podcast. And November's shirt, I think, is
speaking of sponsors of the podcast, we have SeatGeek. And tomorrow we will be going to the Northwestern Notre Dame game. My sister actually bought the tickets for us with the promo code The Loop Sports from SeatGeek.
Make sure you go use that.
And also, if you're at the Northwestern game tomorrow, come check us out. We're gonna be walking around, drinking a little beer, and having some fun. I'm very excited. It was just a quick thing.
Yeah, your sister texted us today, and I was like, you know what? I got nothing going on. Let's go ahead and go.
And really, for the price of the tickets for what the game is, I mean. You think about the next time that maybe Notre Dame will play at Northwestern, that could be a very long time.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to say that. I'm going to be the biggest Northwestern fan tomorrow.
I know, and that could be bad between you and who we're going with.
Yes, so it'll be interesting to say the least. But let's get in. There's a huge week in the NFL. The NFC North is getting super contentious. It feels like there's a new leader in the division every week. My Packers gave the Rams all they could handle on Sunday. Thanks to Ty Montgomery screwing everything up. I'm so glad he's traded. I would have.
That is crazy.
I would have traded him for two good NFL football.
I mean,
that pissed me off so bad. I was so ready for him to be gone.
It is wild that you have literally probably the most clutch quarter. I was trying to think of a way to say that without making him sound amazing, but yes, he is the most clutch quarterback. He always is. I mean, the last second drives, it's pretty much him and maybe some Tom Brady's and then some randoms.
Right.
I mean, he done that so many times.
He didn't get an opportunity. Like, Ty Montgomery, what are you doing, cuz? Like, they told him. I heard Mike McCarthy went up and told him that he was supposed to take
That was one of those things I've heard that he was a little salty about something, which, come on, man, you're an NFL player. Just get out there and do your job.
Exactly.
I mean, you were going to get tackled. Even if he didn't fumble the ball, you were going to get tackled like the 15-yard line anyways, which is unbelievable.
Doesn't even get an opportunity. They trade HaHa Clinton Dix as well. I get that. Like, HaHa is actually – he was going to make a lot of money in free agency. He's on a free agent year, and they got, I think, a third or a fourth-round pick out of it. So – you know, that's what has to be done. But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's a huge test coming right off of the trade because the Packers have the Patriots this week.
Yeah,
and I mean
in New England.
Yeah, it'll be tough. I mean, our defense is
I mean, Tom Brady
is not very good. Let's not even be coy about it. The Packers defense isn't very good. So
Tom Brady has been playing amazing this year. It's insane that he was when he played the Bears. He was old. He's older. Now he still is.
Yeah,
he's older than Matt Nagy. He's older than like 3 or 4, I think, of the coaches.
Right.
In the NFL, which is wild. And I mean, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he'll have his yards.
He'll throw 250 yards, but it'll be a dogfight.
What do you think? What do you think about the running back right second? I mean, you don't really have much on the ground, so that's kind of tough.
Haven't had anything on the ground since Eddie Lacy's breakout years.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it truthfully, I mean, they've tried different guys. I mean, the Ty Montgomery, and not only did I want Ty Montgomery traded because of what happened on Sunday, but like the experiment was over. You know, they tried him at wide receiver, they tried him at running back, nothing worked. So it's time for him to go. So I think Aaron Jones is the one who's getting the most touches right now. So the Packers don't have a running game. The Packers' offensive game is, let's see how many yards Brett Favre, what am I talking about? I'm looking at my Brett Favre jersey over there. See how many yards Aaron Rodgers can zing it around the yard, and let's hope the defense can stand up a little bit.
And I mean,
because that's 2 tough ones.
That is a very tough game in New England.
And the Patriots back to back, like that's unfair.
That is unfair, but it's what you got to do. We have our first comment. Packers defense was better versus Rams, but Rams just wore them out.
Yeah, at the same time they were better, but they still gave up 26 points or whatever it was. So, I mean, it was better, but they still got, ran over all over the place. The young defensive backs are starting to look better. Jair Alexander is really starting to look like a second-round pick. I like Kevin King a lot. So they're getting there, but they're not good enough of a team to compete for anything right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Worries me.
And I like that actually. So, but
they're still better than the Bears, but
I don't think that's true.
Oh, they beat them.
But
already. Trust me, it happened.
Yeah, that's fine. But on to the Bears game. I like how you segued right into the beautiful game in Buffalo, which I love Buffalo fans. It's gonna be a great time out there.
On marital aids thrown on the field.
That's funny. That seems like it's just a Patriots.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. Tom Brady. They always throw in those. That's funny. I mean, that is one of the funniest.
Fake penises.
Seeing a ref kick a dildo off the end zone is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like,
never gets old, and I don't know why it's so funny, but it is.
I mean, it's just funny to see anybody kick a dildo, but especially on the big stage like that.
A professional referee kicking a dildo.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't.
But the Bears?
That's going to be – they should win, but a 10-point spread is a lot.
I heard Khalil Mack and Allen Robinson were practicing today.
Do you even want them playing
I really
on
don't
Sunday?
want to see either of them because if we can't win without those two, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, if you can't win without those two guys,
I want Khalil Mack to be as healthy as he can for the next 2 games after this because we got Lions, we got the Vikings. I may have said that in the wrong order, but those are 2 huge games.
Right.
And we don't need to waste him on hope. I mean, your ankle's not going to get better during a football game. And if he's still having problems with it, which he has to, because I mean, that was if you see what happened with that defense from the week that he was there in Miami to the next week.
Yeah.
That is just
well, even when he was injured against the Patriots, I mean, you could tell that there was a big difference in the fact that he wasn't 100% there.
Yeah, and I mean, I love to have Khalil Mack out there. I love to have Allen Robinson out there, but you got to look to the future, but it's tough to say right now. In a game like this, though, why even try and worry about it? Why? And maybe they're practicing just because it's just
they want to keep fresh.
They want to keep it going. But I would like to see neither of them on the field on Sunday.
You really need them.
No, and let's get back into this. The Nathan Peterman thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he's not the starter right now. Derek Anderson is.
No, Derek Anderson is not the starter.
Well, is he hurt then?
He's hurt. Yes.
Okay, then
Nathan Peterman is the starting quarterback for Sunday. I think that's insane that something like that is even going on because he is so bad that they can't find anyone else.
Right.
Anyone else.
Dude,
I mean,
there's a guy
who's so bad that, like, you just keep going on and on with him.
And I don't want to, like, get into a political discussion or anything, but,
me and Igor agree with each other, actually.
You can't tell me that Colin Kaepernick is a worse NFL quarterback than Nathan.
It's not even just Colin Kaepernick. It's a lot of people. Like,
dude, there's so many. Like,
I mean, RG3's got to be better than him. Like,
go out and
insane.
do something. It's so bad.
Because it's not like you were like, oh, let's just throw Nathan Peterman out there and maybe give him a chance. He's gotten chances. And
well, he also,
it was
like,
something
set an NFL
insane
record
amount of low passes he's thrown and interceptions that he's had.
Well, remember last year when he had, was it 5 or 6 interceptions in the first half?
Yeah. That is just
And
gross.
they traded away Tyrod Taylor and released A.J. McCarron.
That's just insane. And
acid.
somehow,
What are you
maybe
doing?
he, I don't know. Maybe he's got blackmail on somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that Colin Kaepernick is a good NFL quarterback.
No, I mean,
but,
like
he's
I said,
better than Nathan Peterman.
There's a
I
lot
feel
of
like
people
I
that are
could
better
go out
than-
and throw less than 5 interceptions and a half. And I never once played quarterback.
Don't think that's true.
I would throw a lot of incompletions.
Well,
but
maybe
not
that's because they'd probably
interceptions.
have you just like handing the ball off.
I got a great handoff.
Yeah, that's
See that? That was even with the toss. Look at that
that's textbook. I mean,
textbook.
that was beautiful.
And they have Shady McCoy. Just give Shady the ball.
But what is it? Their running backs are like averaging like 40 yards a game or something like that, or 50. I mean,
Well, Shady just came back last week.
I know, but I mean, even with that, like you're just focusing on the run,
Right?
Like the Bears, I saw a stat they have not allowed a rushing TD.
Not a loud one.
Yeah,
Really.
And I think it's like the first time since '86.
That's pretty impressive.
You can that might be wrong. Hopefully, I'm not.
That's pretty impressive. The Bills have a very good defense. Does that worry you as far as Trubisky being a younger quarterback who's still learning things? Their defense is, I mean, granted, they ended up giving up 25 to the Patriots, but those were all, like, the one was a pick 6.
I'm about to look something up real quick.
So does the Bills having that dominant
up.
defense, does that worry you? And the Bears kind of young, wild
I'm trying to find
offense, does that?
I'm trying to find the
It's
injuries.
gotta
Here we
worry you
go.
a little bit.
We got some injuries. Kyle Williams, defensive tackle, questionable. Lorenzo Alexander, outside linebacker, questionable. Trent Murphy, defensive end, questionable. Tremaine Edmonds, middle linebacker, questionable. They got a lot of injuries on the defense.
You're naming guys that like never see the field though. Once you got down halfway past that list.
I don't know. I mean, I have heard they have a lot of guys who are the defense is injured.
Yeah,
and that's
but like
that's the
everybody
thing.
does.
I understand that, but everybody doesn't have Nathan Peterman on the other side. They're relying so much on their defense that I think if the Bears can break this defense, that it's just gonna be ugly.
I think the Patriots' offense is better than the Bears' offense, and I felt like the Bills stood up pretty well against Tom Brady and that machine that's happening in.
But I think, like I said, I do think they're going to be missing a few guys that were on there. But I mean, maybe you're right. But it's going to wear. It's always going to wear on somebody. I mean, you see it at the end. The Patriots broke through at the end with the 2 touchdowns. I mean, one was the pick 6, but I mean, Tom Brady was doing whatever he wanted in that second half because it's just that defense was so tired.
Right, I agree. I think it's.
I mean, they were keeping him out of the end zone. I'll give you that. I mean,
like I keep agreeing with you. I think that it's.
And maybe I did.
I
I just named a bunch.
Win.
I just saw defensive players, so I just named them all.
Yeah.
So I mean, I couldn't really tell you who I just said.
But anyway,
Lorenzo Alexander, that's a big. I'm pretty sure that's a big time player.
And I know we talked a little bit about the Packers, but just to rehash, I always have faith in the Packers. I never bet against the Packers, even in my my pick'em league. I always take the Packers. But this is going to be a test, man. This is Aaron Rodgers going up against, 1A, with him and another amazing quarterback. But I just don't know if the Packers defense is good enough, to really stand up.
No, and it's going to be a crazy environment. Speaking of another big game, Rams-Saints. That's going to be a crazy game.
Everybody's saying this will be the Rams' first loss of the year, and I don't know what your take on it is, but I think this could be it.
Yeah, because
they were tested last
Saints,
week.
I mean, Drew Brees at home is insanely different than when he's on the road, and he's been playing great this year too.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It is weird to think that, like, it almost feels, I can't believe that the Rams are the favorites right now. Because it feels like everybody's saying that this is,
well, I mean, the Rams are deservedly getting some credit because, I mean, they've played so good. But
at the same time, they've squeaked out so many.
But they still won.
They squeaked out 3 of their last 4 or 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, but they still won.
And the Saints are winning good games pretty convincingly.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they beat the Vikings by 10 last week in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
maybe the Vikings are just who we thought they were.
The Vikings are still better than the Bears, so.
That's insane that you just defend the Vikings right now.
They're better.
That's our one thing we have is we both dislike the Vikings.
I do dislike the Vikings, but let's be realistic about it. Like the Vikings, I think they're better than the Bears.
That's a false statement. Speaking of the Vikings, we got them and the Lions.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, we got.
What am I doing?
Boomy over here knocking down jerseys. That's why you don't tip back in the chair.
No.
See, that's what they used to say in school. Though, did you ever tell your kids that? No tipping back in chairs?
I mean, I say that all the time, but I do it all the time.
See?
How many legs is your chair?
Yeah. Hypocrite.
This is terrible video quality.
This is just live. This is how it's done.
Right. Sorry about that. We're back. Luckily, I think we have like 2 viewers, so.
We have
but
3.
It'll be on YouTube later. So.
Yeah. So that will always be around. But Lions at Minnesota.
That'll be a dogfight, I think.
Back to the Bears. Over under 37. I would take the over.
Hammer.
That's crazy.
Hammer the over.
That is a really low scoring game. I know that they just had a field goal shootout in Buffalo, which I was on the wrong end of. I could not believe it. It was like 9-6 at halftime.
Yeah, it was an ugly
every
game.
time the Patriots get right there and just tease me.
Hammer that over, though. Because I feel like if the Bills are as injured as you're saying, the Bears offense should be, locked and ready to go. But I just feel like the Bills having Shady McCoy back as well, like it's going to be a fairly high-scoring game.
Egoy says that Packers are trap game for the Patriots.
I don't know if, I just feel like the term trap game is such a crapshoot in the NFL because I don't believe it actually exists. I don't think that using the term trap game is a real thing in the NFL.
What do you mean?
They're professionals, dude. Like, there's no they're ready to play. Like, it's going to come down to, who plays better that day. Trap game is.
Well, look who just joined.
Not a thing, in my opinion.
We saw Nick Gons joined.
What's up, Nick?
How's it going?
Glad harvest is over.
I saw you guys' video.
Oh yeah, that was 2 years. 2 years. We'll get to that in Cubs segment.
But yeah, it was 2 years ago. The Cubs won the World Series. Let's go! Best day ever.
We'll be back next year.
We will be back next year with Bryce Harper. But the Lions Vikings game is a big game for the division.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just not sold on either team, really. I'm really not sold on the Lions. I think the Lions were kind of faking it at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I think Matthew Stafford is just is he the most average quarterback?
Dude, he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and deservingly
so
too. Because his stats are going to be pretty insane.
He's been in 2 playoff games or something. It's ridiculous. The guy's going to make it to the Hall of Fame and not do anything in his career.
It is wild.
He's also the reason that Calvin Johnson quit football.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of rumors that Calvin Johnson hated playing with Matt Stafford.
So why did he know there was other teams to play for?
I mean, when you've made that kind of money, it's like if you hate your teammate, might as well just go away. I don't mind it.
I'm just saying that. I mean, it's a wild reason to leave. But
he was probably also getting tired of going across the middle and getting his head ripped off.
Well, yeah, he was just a ginormous human being that had to be taken down by 2 people usually. Yeah. I mean, it is crazy how quickly he just quit.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere when that happened.
Yeah, I was not expecting
he was
that.
Done.
The Cubs made multiple roster moves today. Oh, here we go.
We know. We'll get to that here in a minute, Nick. Just a little patience, buddy. We'll get to the Cubs are coming towards the end of the hour.
I mean, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yes, because Zach actually got a little premature on Twitter there today.
Oh, I did get premature, which we're going to have to figure out when the real date is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, back to the Lions, Minnesota. I think Minnesota will win that game. I don't think the Lions can go into Minnesota and win that.
I just don't think that the Lions have the offensive firepower to match Wits with. I think they're both very similar teams, but I just don't feel like
I honestly think the Lions I don't know if I'm going to say that. Lions may have the better quarterback.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm not a big fan of Kirk Cousins. I'm not sold on him.
You like that?
Lions haven't won a playoff game, I believe.
Since 1992. Zach wasn't even alive then.
No. 95, baby.
And Stafford has crazy passing numbers, so Hall of Fame is very
I'm telling
easily
you,
Hall of Fame.
If I'm betting money on guys making it to the Hall of Fame, Matthew Stafford's going to the Hall of Fame. It's so dumb, but he is. It is so dumb.
Yeah. But, I mean, the stats are there.
The stats are the stats, man.
I heard a little argument about Hall of Fames. Like, the NBA Hall of Fame's kind of
Oh,
like
it's a joke. It's a crapshoot.
MLB is not. I mean, it's
well,
tough
it
to get
is
in.
because they won't let Barry Bonds or Roger Clemens in.
Barry Bonds will get in, and Roger
Pete
Clemens
Rose
will get
should be in.
Yeah,
that's another topic for another day.
He also does not help his cause by like showing no remorse.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I don't think he really cares if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. It's not going to hurt his money.
Not at all.
I mean, he goes to a lot of those signings. Like,
yeah, he gets like $100 an autograph.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you're signing that many autographs. I don't think it can be worth $100.
Yeah, he signs 100 autographs in a day. It's $10,000.
Yeah, like the people that actually go to those more are like the ones that you wouldn't want autographs from almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not worth anything. Like you want to, like if he came out once a year,
right?
I mean, but
he's definitely driving down the value of his autograph. But
well, I mean, he drove down the value when he's like not allowed, and I mean, maybe that kind of drives up his value.
But
like,
him doing so many of them drives the value down.
No, I know that, but I just meant like. He also drove it up by he's kind of the bad boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though
he sits on a throne of bats, I believe.
Weirder shit came out later.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
But let's do our picks.
Let's get into them.
I'll start off with mine. Panthers -6 at home versus the Bucks. Panthers.
You're riding this Panthers train, aren't you?
I think
this is like 3 weeks in a row.
They are on fire and they've won. Wait, before we start anything, Boomy, can you tell the people what I was last week?
You were not defeated last week.
4-0. Wish I would have taken
those, dummy.
No, I don't think I did. Well, I wasn't really live bullets. Now I'm taking all these. I'm taking Panthers -6. We're back.
This is now.
So now you'll
next
week you'll just see like the real reaction. Like I'm always kind of happy. I really don't know until we get here what I picked. Like, but now I'll be live bullets. So
I'm starting to catch you though. I'm up to. I'm almost back to 500. I just need a 4 in a week. I'm going with the Bills. 10 points.
What is almost caught up to me?
I'm only down like 6 games. Leave me alone.
6 games. That's so easy to make up.
So I think that 10 points, it doesn't matter who has to cover it. 10 points is a lot. The Bears have to travel to Buffalo in crappy weather, getting dildos thrown at them. They're not going to cover 10 points.
Did you say crazy weather?
Yeah, Buffalo.
Is it going to be cold? Like, have you looked at the weather? I'm going to look up right now.
Go ahead. It's probably going to be snowing.
What's this crazy weather?
With a chance of dicks.
Yeah, with a chance of dildos. Marital aids flying in from the stands. 10 points, though? Like, you really think the Bears are going to cover 10 points? Like, come on. That's a lot.
I literally just went to maps.
You're an idiot. This is really,
I've
knocked a jersey down. You're checking the weather. What are we doing?
We will move on to the 3 o'clock game. I have the Saints -2.5 at home versus the Rams.
Minus? I thought they were +2.
Oh, yeah, plus. Is that plus?
I don't know.
That's on me. That's a
this
plus.
Is
you are right.
Great broadcasting.
We'll be all right. But +2.5, even better. I just don't see the Rams going into New Orleans after that big time game against the Packers last week and getting the W. I mean, something's got to give.
Right.
And first of all, Todd Gurley didn't bet you. That's just ugly to say that the spread doesn't matter. Also, people who say that like you're not allowed to have
an NFL play.
You're not allowed. Is it though?
It is
because if he goes to the ground, he goes to the ground and he gets like the fumble.
Dude, he's probably the best running back in the NFL. Yes, that's a smart play. Every NFL mind knows that is the right play. That's what you have to do.
But like, what's going to happen?
Out. Aaron Rodgers is on the other side. Run the clock out.
Yeah, but he has to score he has to score a touchdown and another score in literally like what? What was even the time?
But if you don't do that, you completely eliminate the opportunity that even happens. So just because
Sunday's looking beautiful in Buffalo.
I'm sure.
So
either way,
that Buffalo weather
you're not
is.
Going to put your can up because you're a doofus.
Oh my god!
I'm going with the Seahawks. They are +1 at home against the Chargers. The Seahawks look good the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was asking Nick. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, what bear weather?
No, who says marital aid?
I was trying not to say dildo.
I know, but I've literally never heard that
Christ.
before. Marital aid.
That's what they're actually called.
That's goofy.
Listen, just because you two are uncultured doesn't mean you have to take shots at me. So piss off.
It's just goofy.
I was trying to refrain from saying dildo on the internet.
I think we're all right.
God.
Did you explain your pick?
Yeah, Seattle's at home, and they're playing well right now. So giving them a point, yes, they're going to cover. They get a point, they're going to win the game.
The old 12.
Yeah, the 12 is back. The 12th man is back. No, I really don't think that they're like good enough to get back in that division because the Rams are so good, but they're going to cover at home. The Chargers are not good. I'm tired of people acting like the San Diego Chargers. Yeah, I'm going to call them San Diego until they win something, until they prove, until they're not playing in a soccer stadium. Then I'm going to call them the San Diego Chargers. You're playing in a soccer stadium. You're not in a football team.
The Rams game, like it was like you could see the USC paint underneath it.
Yeah, that's second-class organization.
That's crazy.
Get out of here.
They're like, that's crazy. I mean, that you'll never see that at Soldier Field.
Yeah, right. You'll just see terrible, terrible turf that no one wants to fix.
I've said that before. Didn't we get an argument the other way that you were like talking about how the turf it shouldn't matter?
I'm pretty sure that never
That's
happened.
wild. We're gonna have to look. I might have to watch some stuff back.
Yeah, right. You're gonna look that up? Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna look it up. Sunday night, New England. There we go. We'll do it this time. New England -5 at home versus the Packers.
And this is probably just me being a dumb fan, but I can't bet against.
I don't think I can ever take the Packers ever again. After what they did to me last week was just disgusting.
Well, if you were smart and just played the spread, you'd have been fine.
Yeah. I would have actually been a fan of Todd Gurley then.
Yeah.
Because
dummy.
I also have my fantasy team. Thanks a lot. He ruined a lot of things during that little.
You're going to blame Todd Gurley for the fact you're not good at fantasy football?
Yeah, I'm not doing very well. But it was a wild take by Mike Greenberg. Right? Is it Greenberg? Greeny? Is that his real name? He said that if you have a take like that, you're not allowed to talk about sports. Like, you know what? I can get mad about betting because I'm allowed to have that take.
Probably also thinks that like betting against sports is.
Well, you see what Pat McAfee said? He was talking about his shoes, and he had these shoes on that he had seen before. They were like thousands of dollars. Yeah. Like Greeny's out here just. I mean, he's got that cash, Balance, baby.
Yeah.
Like, give me those guys are making some moolah. What does it say?
The turf is done by outside outfit at Soldier Field and has been garbage for a lifetime.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. It's trash.
Oh, what should we move on to?
But I'm going to take the Packers. This is obvious. I mean, I don't bet against Aaron Rodgers, so I've also said on this.
It is tough when we go to the Sunday night game. You only got two guys. I mean,
yeah.
You're not going to pick.
I've also said on here that I don't bet against Tom Brady, so I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth. But I'm also a Packers fan, so.
And then in the Monday night game, which is going to be just kind of
what an ugly game.
Ugly game. Cares? But I'll be taking the Cowboys.
I'm taking the Titans, getting 5.5. The Cowboys stink. If you're a Cowboys fan, you can't even admit that
I'm really
anymore.
saying either way you go here, it's going to be a tough watch.
Yeah, I think I might have just
hammer the under, I'd say.
The contrarian in me just took it so we didn't agree on something.
Did you really?
I might have.
I hope. Wow, that's really doing your research, huh? I put a lot of time into this. I research every pick to the T.
There's a reason that you're beating me. I put about 4 minutes of research into my picks.
No, I usually just do it on my way home from
Why
school.
do you think that I retweet it and say #FadeBoomy? Because they're not good picks.
That's what somebody would say if they were not doing well.
I've been saying that since week 1, so kiss my ass.
That same thing with these top fives.
Kiss. Oh.
These top fives, I just don't put any. I mean.
Yeah, now you're taking my line, huh? Real original.
Huh.
Real original.
Just making excuses over here.
You're taking my excuse.
Yeah. I know. I've taken your excuse the last 2 times. What was that one last week during the top 5 where you made me mad?
I don't know. The fact that you're wrong on all your picks.
No, actually, I'm right on my picks. It's the other one. You're in your own head. But
I'm in your head. I own real estate in your head.
Yeah. How about this? This little segment, that little right here, about as garbage as the Blackhawks been playing.
They have been.
Not our picks. No,
mine have been about as good as the Blackhawks. But no, the Blackhawks are struggling right now. And they're really turning into, we thought the defense was going to be better. And it's not. The defense stinks. But they gave up 4. That's not terrible, but the offense didn't score.
Nick's right.
What?
He said they would be bad picks if I picked the Packers.
Oh, good one.
Oh, that was that good one, Jay. Booby, that was wild. Can I hear that again, please?
Oh, good one.
Oh, we need to cut that up. And every time you get all salty, you just get, oh, good one. But, yeah, the Blackhawks. The defense.
No, I'm not going to let that sit. You know what? You Bears fans who haven't been in a Super Bowl in, 13 years, kiss my ass.
It's all right. You've won 1. We're good.
You haven't even seen the Bears win one in your lifetime.
No, I mean you've won one. What you've seen one more than. I guess
2.
How old were you when the Packers
I was
won?
like 8 or 9. I vividly remember. I was actually watching it at your house.
Is that when you became a Packers fan?
That actually was when I became a Packers fan. And mainly because your dad and our other uncle and my dad were cheering against the Packers, so me being the little asshole I was, started cheering for the Packers. So
yeah, right as they won the Super Bowl.
No,
so you
as they
were
winning the Super Bowl at the beginning of the game.
Oh, you next Super Bowl, I'm gonna be like this team that are here. If they,
I was
once
8.
they win,
you would be 24. Piss off.
I don't. That's wild. But yeah, the Blackhawks. The defense, I read an article today. They are who we thought they were.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough season.
That's the right way to say
they're going to be right around 500 probably. Maybe get a chance to make the playoffs. But this is a young, old team, in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, they got
guys learning, and they've also got guys coming out
that are like. And I don't really know how you'd classify Kane and Taves. I mean, they're still pretty young. I mean,
they're middle of their NHL career, I'd say.
But that defense, I mean, it is just. I mean, Crawford has just getting the shots on goal, and the back-to-backs are killing us. I understand that, but Cam Ward, he's doing what he can do. You can only stop so. That it seems like the defense was just lackadaisical.
Well, and even like Igor says here, Cam Ward's not a viable backup. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Cam Ward is a good backup. The defense is bad. Like, stop blaming this. I've shit on Cam Ward all year, but it is not all on Cam Ward.
No, it's not.
It is not all his fault that the defense is leaving. He's
and
covering one side of the net, and then the complete left side of the ice is wide open.
I mean, other than Taves, Kane, and DeBrincat, I mean, the offense is just not there. Really hasn't been other than those 3. Kane with this sickness over the last. I mean, maybe he's been a little down.
Yeah,
but. It's just.
But that goes.
6, 5, and 3.
They're also playing in the toughest division in the NHL right now.
Maybe I don't even know if you can say it is, but maybe 4 or 5 straight games with the overtime.
Yeah.
Maybe that played a factor into it, even though a few times it was right at the beginning of overtime they lost the game. But
still having to get back out and prepare for that is
yeah, and I mean. Hockey's gonna be a long season. We can't really get all up into the season right now.
Yeah, Eagle, it's easy to say that
we got a little bit excited. I'd say.
Right, yeah, I agree.
And it was because we figured out the Bulls aren't going to be that good, and we're trying to grab onto something. And with that, we're like, oh, the Hawks are going to be this and that. I mean, maybe they are going to make the playoffs, but at this point, it's going to be a tough
They're going to be
season.
in the playoffs. It's just I don't know how high they're going to be.
I mean, the hockey playoffs are pretty hard to get into in a way, though. And I like the way they do it.
So, Egoy came and said that the Blackhawks team speed is lacking. Yeah, no shit. They've played like 3 back-to-backs already. Yeah, go out and skate around for an hour and then try and do it again the next night at a professional level. Like, yes, they're going to be a little slow. They've played 3 back-to-backs. Like, get off their dicks. And then he says Cam Ward is only stopping.
But you wouldn't say
dildo. We're back on this.
Yeah,
get off their marital aids.
I just when you said that I couldn't believe it.
Well, that's just because you didn't know what that word meant.
I did know what it. I mean,
you
really, I did.
Not.
In a way, I did, but in a way, I've never heard that.
You're an idiot.
It's a new word to me.
Cam Ward is only stopping 87%. Third and fourth lines are struggling. Yeah, he's stopping 87% because the defensive lines aren't doing anything. But like Corey Crawford, still at the same time, is not stopping.
I'm sorry.
At a super
this may
high
sound
level
stupid. Like I may be a stupid hockey fan. That sounds like a pretty good percentage.
87% is pretty low.
Is it?
Yeah.
That sounds. I mean,
because if
I
you
guess
think
that's
about
me thinking. I guess I really don't think about the like. I don't know. 87% of shots being stopped is kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, but like if you think about it, like a lot of NHL games average between like 30 and 50 shots, and if you give up, like 3 goals, that's already 10 to 5 to 10%.
Me and Nick are just on the same.
Nick, you really want to get in the same boat as old Big Z over here? That's an interesting life choice.
Oh yeah, it's a nice boat I have too.
No, it's not. It's a rowboat with 1 oar is what it is.
Oh, I did that one time, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that just makes you never want to get back out in the water.
Yeah, that's a bad
rowing yourself around.
What is it? Is that something to put your hitch on to?
Wagon
to put your hitch on. That's what I was looking for.
Good one.
I have like 1 beer. What is wrong with me?
Yeah. Your wife's not over here feeding you a drink.
This is going to turn into a UFC fight by the end of the night.
That was just a good one.
That was
just a good one.
Yeah, go back on YouTube. Our YouTube page is up and running. Got some good stuff on there. Actually, make sure you go subscribe. We're going to be doing a T-shirt giveaway for YouTube subscribers before Thanksgiving. I promise that is coming. That is something I'm taking on my own because if I keep telling Zach to do it, we probably won't get to it because we'll each keep thinking that the other one's doing it. So I'm going to go get us a couple shirts printed, and if you subscribe to our YouTube page, you will be qualified for a T-shirt giveaway here soon.
And I don't know if I said at the beginning of the show, you can follow the main page at typical_Chicago on Twitter and are presented by The Loop Sports. They're at The Loop_Sports,
Yep.
A great follow. And do you want to move on to the Bulls? Or do you
have to? Thanks, Egoy. I appreciate the observation in the comments, buddy. I wasn't like shitting on you, but I do think like Cam Ward, I had to take a step back because I was crapping on him pretty heavy. And then I realized, like, it's not all Cam Ward's fault.
Well, and you got to know that Boomy he likes to attack.
I do. Like
so
when you dumb Bears fans start attacking my Packers.
And it's kind of funny with you that you'd rather somebody attack back than like.
Oh, I do it on Twitter all the time. I try to poke the Bears so much.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Like there was some guy that called.
But the
like
thing with poking the Bears
something.
sometimes on Twitter is like I don't know if I'm talking to a real person or a robot.
I don't
like
even
it's
care.
wild to think.
Some guy came out at me and you for something. I don't remember what it was. And
Remember
I started going at him. You were like, you went the friendly route. You were like, listen to the podcast. And I'm like, come get some.
Well, that was I was kind of being nice, but also just like poking fun at the guy too.
Yeah. So anyway,
what is he doing?
Ryan Archidiakono. That's a sad.
We're up 6, baby. We're up 6.
We're up 6, and you have money on the Pacers.
No, we were up 6. The Pacers are up 6.
Oh, Pacers up 6. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Ryan Archidiakono was terrible.
This is a bit. This
yeah,
might be
Nick,
the
I
year
might
of
own the team. All right, my father-in-law does, and I'm probably going to inherit it.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Oh, I live in Green Bay. I just own a part of this.
My father-in-law literally has like the
I know.
placard.
I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them.
So I will own a part of the Packers when I inherit it. So piss off, Nick.
You inherit your 1%.
Yes.
Of the Packers.
Yes. It's more of a percentage than you own of the Bears.
Yeah, it's fine. No one owns any part of the Bears. That's because it's like that's for like not a million people to own.
Anywho, let's jump into this. I was reading Egoy's comments over here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something mean.
No, I probably would if I heard what you were saying.
But the Bulls, ugly.
They're just bad.
But they are bad, but they look like they're bad enough right now that they are going to be just good enough when Laurie comes back and Valentine comes back and Portis come back to maybe go on a little run at some point in the season,
this
and
team
that
is going to piss me off so much because this team is good enough to
because you forget. I mean, everyone can shit on them as much as they want. When they get Laurie back, they're going to be a very different team. With Valentine back, they're going to be a very. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Valentine, but he's going to make a difference. I mean, he's better than a lot of these guys on the court. Portis,
the fact that Ryan Archidiakono is even playing right now.
I'm a big Ryan Archidiakono fan.
You can't even pronounce his name right.
Yeah, that's why I just kind of I had phlegm there, and I kind of rolled it. I was like, Ryan Archidiakono.
No, but like this is the thing. Like this team.
I gotta stop saying his name honestly because I don't think I've said it right ever.
This team is just good enough to screw the Bulls into like the 12th pick.
Yeah,
they're not going to make the playoffs, and they're not going to be in the top 10. They're not going to be. They should be bad enough. If this team was going to be it all year, they're bad enough to be playing.
The Bulls were leading by 18 points at one point,
and now they're losing by 6. Yeah, they're terrible.
I should live bet the Pacers then. Wow, that's crazy. Because I mean, what did I say to you?
I don't.
I said
I don't listen a lot when you talk.
I said this Bulls team will not keep that lead.
No,
I mean this team will not. I mean, I did. Well, we weren't watching the game. But speaking of that, we need to fix the content cave. We need to get some extra ones down here so we can watch
this could
TV.
Literally be solved by one of us walking.
Yeah, literally we don't get to watch. We when you unplugged it, we both got sad.
Yeah, we did.
We're like, oh, the TV's off
because the TV's like right over there, and we had to unplug it so the power cord could come over here.
But when we didn't get to watch while they were up, but I could definitely see the bench going crazy, the players going crazy. We're up 18. Like these guys are not experienced enough to keep leads like this. I mean. I keep saying but it's just
I'm with you, Eloy.
What'd you say?
This organization is so frustrating because they don't know how to win and they don't even know how to lose.
No, the thing
how
is,
are you shitty enough at your job? You can't lose.
The Garden Packs will never say that they're in a tank mode,
which is ridiculous.
That's the thing, though, that they're never going to admit it, and they're never going to give them a chance to fully do it. Because
that's ridiculous. I don't understand why. Like,
Fire
you're still going to
Garpax.
put asses in the seats. We went to the second to last game of the year last year, and there was still a decent crowd there to watch the Bulls and the Nets play in a garbage game no one cares about.
The quickest NBA game I've ever seen in my life.
Was that Producer Joe's first
That was Producer
NBA
Joe's
game?
first NBA game, and it was maybe one of the worst I've been to ever.
Yeah, so Producer Joe has a really, really bad taste of the NBA in his mouth, I would be willing to bet. Other than the fact we got hammered.
And we got to see Coolio.
Oh, yeah.
We did get to see Coolio. That was honestly
me and Jess were out of
worth it.
town last weekend, and this one place we were in was playing Gangster's Paradise by Coolio, and I said, last time we heard this song, he was performing it live at the Bulls game, and she had completely
Gangster's
forgot. You got the mic, just go.
No.
They milked that for all that it was worth.
We're like sitting there like the last game of the season. It's the Brooklyn. I mean, it wasn't the last game.
It was the last home game.
Brooklyn Nets versus the Chicago Bulls. And we got Coolio, and that's when the crowd was probably the craziest it's been all night.
Oh yeah,
all night.
Without a doubt.
I mean, they needed the loud meter to even get anyone going, and when Coolio came out, it was like.
And
it was honestly pretty cool in a way because
37 times.
You're sitting there in the first half and like you had at least Coolio to look forward to.
This is a terrible NBA game, but at least Coolio's coming in.
I mean, that was one of the worst. Like I said, it was the quickest game I've ever been to.
I don't think either coach called a timeout.
Not in the second half.
You want to know what the second coolest part of the night was? Loyola's men's basketball team was there.
And
that was the only other thing.
I'm pretty sure I lost my bet that night too.
Yeah, we both did. We bet the Bulls money line.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
We ate some really good food there, though. There's good food.
Coolio is a legend. Yes,
Coolio.
Egoy.
Okay, but he hung on to the chorus there, the Gangster's Paradise chorus. He did it 35 times.
Why
he
would
made
you
it
not,
last
though?
12
I mean,
minutes.
it got people going
for all
every
that it was worth.
Every single
what they
time,
wanted.
people were going crazy for it.
Because he was a one-hit wonder. That was like his song. I think he had like one
100%.
other good one, but like that's like what he's known for.
Oh, yeah. You don't, Coolio for either Gangster's Paradise or wasn't he on, like, The Surreal Life or something? Some
probably
reality show on VH1. I'm pretty sure. Because he's always got those stupid dreadlocks hanging out of the top of his hat that he cuts holes in.
I love that hat, too. It's just like...
You would.
You have to go through all the work of cutting out the holes. And
Knowing his dumbass, he probably has them custom made.
I would, too, honestly. Perfect, so that you could just...
The dude made millions of dollars off of one song.
People that get made, like, they always say, oh, these one-hit wonders.
Dude,
you know what? They're probably just chilling right now.
They
didn't have to make any more albums. They didn't have to go on tour anymore. Guess what? They're just chilling with their millions.
Cash and checks.
Oh, hot take. Would you rather almost be a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, I mean, then you don't have to trap. Like, Elton John's, like, toured his entire life. Like, Coolio doesn't have to go on tour for
We have 87-80. Bulls are up. Pacers are up.
Close to covering.
Who do you think is leading points right now?
For the Bulls? Wendell Carter Jr.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday still plays for the Bulls?
Yes.
Really?
I did not know that really either.
Breaking news.
19 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Huh.
Breaking news.
Really throwing the ball. It really. I love seeing that too. Just like 25 points, 1 rebound. That's like the Bulls. Gonna be the big Bulls thing this year. Like,
speaking of
I don't know if anyone will have over 5 assists.
I guess quote unquote Bulls. We got to talk about Derrick Rose the other night.
Yes.
What a game! That was amazing.
Honestly, that was so cool. I was at school, so I didn't get to really watch the game, but the support he got after the game, like I said, I put the video up on Twitter. I had to say it. LeBron, that was really cool.
Justin
LeBron
Holiday is the leading scorer, not Drew Holiday.
Oh, that's Justin? Oh,
yeah,
that's on me.
Drew Holiday does not play for the Bulls.
I thought he did.
No. JRUE? No, he plays for the Pelicans, I think. Or he used to anyway.
Well, it just said J.
Yeah, Justin.
I know,
but
I know, but it was just the J. I just assumed. I
was like, I don't think Drew Holiday, but
that's on me. But
okay,
either way, it doesn't really matter.
Derrick Rose went off, had 50 points.
But what I was saying about LeBron is it's cool that he said that after the game. He just hit the game-winning free throw. Everyone, Westbrook, not Westbrook. Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I saw a funny tweet. We were talking about it. Derrick Rose had more recognition for 50 points than KD did for a ring.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's cool. Everything he's been through. Like the coolest quote LeBron had was, "Even when superheroes get knocked down, they're still superheroes."
Yeah, exactly.
And that just and Derrick Rose has done things that people have NBA players don't do nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't fight. People would not fight through that many knee injuries.
Right.
They'd be like, they'd take their $200 million and he made $200 million off of Adidas.
Yep.
And then how much he's made off of basketball and just book it.
Yeah, and I think it's what was really neat was like,
I just don't think Derrick Rose would want to do anything else, or really. I mean, other than basketball, I don't see what else he'd want to do.
Yeah, it was interesting to see to me because, like, to me it was vintage D Rose. Did you see the play that ended the game?
Yeah, he
when he
blocked it.
No, the game winning basket. When he dribbled around, he almost dribbled in that big loop he used to. Remember when he would dribble down the baseline and then come back up to the top?
Yeah.
And he comes back down, he fakes to the middle, comes back and shoots his layup. Like, dude, that is vintage
Derrick,
Rose.
and the motion was cool. You never really saw
it is
motion
weird
on
seeing
Derrick
him with the hair though.
Yes. And
Throws me off a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, the emotion he showed with the crying and what he said about he's never talked to his teammates more than he has now, and the way the teammates they just knew what it meant to him.
And he kind of rubbed it in Jimmy's face, which I kind of.
Do you know why Jimmy Butler didn't play? General soreness. I get it. Yeah, he's just generally sore, and
like you're generally sore about always being sore about Jimmy Butler.
I am sore. I mean, he's probably going to play when they go to Los Angeles or something like that because that's what he wants to do, play in front of Marky Wahlberg.
But like,
which was a good interview.
Egoy makes a good point. That was max effort. And D Rose has always been a max effort. You never accuse Derrick Rose of
almost been a little bit of his downfall.
Yeah,
in a way. Not downfall ever because you want players better than the max, but that's why, I mean, when he was playing against the 76ers, last few minutes of I don't remember how much time was left.
There was like 3 minutes
and
left.
And he was always going max effort.
He
maybe should have brought it off a little bit at certain points. And that's just his fault. And he'll never he'll be his fault in a way, but also be something you could always say Derrick Rose worked his ass off all the time.
Never had to question Derrick Rose's
And that was the funniest part. The first when he did the interview that was over the loudspeakers, he's like, "Bro, I'll work my ass off to the lady," and that was just perfect. Everyone went crazy, and that's just Derrick Rose.
Yep, he's not wrong.
He deserves it too. I mean, to work your like you said, his ass off for that long.
Yeah.
Fight through all the knee injuries and the injuries,
the Knicks and the Cavaliers to the Timber.
And that's kind of why
he was
LeBron
a member of the Suns for like 3 minutes.
That was also one of the reasons LeBron did it, was because he's like, I saw him every day. He always out there working hard,
always trying to get better.
And it sucks when especially think about being Derrick Rose getting injury after injury, and he's like, damn.
As soon as he gets back, boom, it's done. Let's move in. Coming back to Nick's, we're looping back to Nick's point from earlier about the Cubs. The Cubs made some roster moves today.
Yeah.
Picked up the option on the $20 million option on Cole Hamels.
Love it.
I actually have no problem with that. Cole Hamels
I've heard some.
That.
Buster Olney was the one who kind of tweeted out this morning about the Cubs are in trouble with money.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. I mean, I guess in a way it looks like they are, but luxury taxes and stuff
money.
and. I would not. I wouldn't say the money is going to be the reason we don't get. Money will not be the reason we don't get
right.
Bryce Harper. It'll be because he wants to go to wherever else. We will give him as much money as he wants.
It's a nice. It's good to be us.
Picked up Pedro Strop yesterday.
It's so good to be us because even without Bryce Harper, we're still one of the best teams in the National League.
Yeah.
Even without him, even without Manny Machado, any free agents, this team is still one of the best teams in the National League. Jason Hayward's option got picked up by him and his agent.
Why else would you not?
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind that either. I mean, there's times I almost wish that he would have went away, but there was definitely times where I thought that he's good to have, and he's one of the best right fielders the Cubs have ever had.
Yeah, and Pedro Strop got picked up.
That was big.
I like that a lot. Alex Smiley.
Drew Smiley got traded to the Rangers, but that was just to clear up some cap space.
I think in a way, the Rangers kind of had. I think it was something to do with the Cole Hamels.
It was the player to be named later.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
So they had to find.
But it also cleared up. I want to say like $6.8 million in cap space for the Cubs.
Yeah. Back to the fact of what you were saying. They have a nice little roster spot left right now for
a player, right fielder from
a player to be named later, who has a dog named Wrigley,
and who
took a picture in front of the Bean, and loves the city,
and had a Bulls hat on.
Bulls hat on in his last story. I saw a picture of Allen.
Nick said you're really good with names. You did say Drew Holiday, and then you couldn't get.
I'm horrible with names. Oh, I'm the worst with names.
Yeah, Nick must be new to the program.
Yeah, how long have you? I'm not good with a lot of things, remembering anything.
Why?
What were you just talking about?
But all the spaces that the Cubs cleared up.
And Bryce Harper. The Allen Robinson thing. They had a picture of Allen Robinson in the Cubs jersey. Comes to Chicago. Picture of Bryce Harper with the Bulls hat on. Chicago.
I like the way you're going with that.
Best friends with Chris Bryant. And
I
maybe
do
Anthony
think that you go after him if he wants too much and you don't feel like it's reasonable, then
really truthfully, I think you can get asked for a lot of money and they're going to give it to him. I mean, It's just going to be the fact of it'll work in a way.
Right. It's got to work for both teams. Don't do something stupid. Don't pay like
this is totally up. This is just totally up to wherever Bryce Harper really wants to go. And he says, "I want to go there." They will name. They'll be like, "Name your price."
Yeah, exactly. I don't, and that's fine.
I just don't see him wanting to go to a place for just money either.
Yeah,
I think he want after last year with the Nationals, and it just was a year where he played really well in the second half, honestly, but it just didn't matter.
Yeah,
and I think he wants the playoff hunt, and with the Phillies. I don't know. I'm guessing if he goes there, that will make them a playoff contender. Yeah, I understand that. But if he goes to the Cubs, that will put them over. Like that would put them in territory of just like almost like an MLB super team.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
I mean, you think about it. That with Anthony Rizzo. I mean, you keep Chris Bryant, all those names on there. What do you say, man?
Yeah, just go ahead. I'm about to snap on Egoy here.
Cubs,
a closer? Are you kidding me? They have a guy named Pedro Strop.
Oh. I mean, Harper will want that money too.
Yeah, no kidding. He's going to want a lot of money. But Pedro Strop is one of the best relievers in the game. What do you mean they need a closer? And Nick, thanks for clearing that up. He said Cubs had to pick up. If the Cubs didn't pick up Hamels' option, the Rangers were on the hook for $6 million. So the Cubs forced them to take Smiley off their books instead of sticking the Rangers with the $6 million. It clears up the roster spot.
I don't really. Smiley, I'm not really.
Well, he was a damn good reliever.
He was, but I mean, he's also one of those pieces you got to get rid of for a guy like that. Like
exactly. Bryce is going to want a lot of money, but like the Cubs know that.
Yeah. And okay, this is football and baseball, but with the picks thing, like Pat McAfee was saying, you see guys come in and you see all these like picks not work.
Yeah.
If you could trade for a known player now. You can't think about I guess it's not a pick, but Smiley. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of. I mean, he pitched? He pitched a little bit this year.
No, he didn't pitch it all this year. He had Tommy John in the offseason.
Oh, really?
He didn't pitch it all.
So he's coming back from Tommy. That's even a better reason to.
Yeah, I don't mind dumping him. I mean, Drew Smiley's a good reliever, but
we've seen what Tommy. We're dealing with Yu Darvish right now with coming back from surgery, and I mean. Especially with Cole Hamels and him loving Chicago and the way he fit at the end of the season, there was no way you could not bring him back.
Strop wasn't closing until later in the season, but I see him getting a chance. Yeah, okay, but even though he didn't close till the end of the year, he's still one of the best relievers in the National League. Like, Pedro Strop is a good reliever.
Yes.
And he's a great closer. Like, I don't get that. Yeah,
we have all offseason to keep talking about the Cubbies.
Yes, but it's
I was wrong. There's no way Bryce Harper could be a Chicago Cub by the end of the day. But it's a nice thought. At least it helped your Friday for a second.
I do appreciate the enthusiasm that you had about free agency.
Yeah, I was just trying to. I really did fudge up though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You thought that Bryce Harper was going to be
like you said. If you didn't know that, you must be new to the program.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's move on to our top five.
It'll be fun free agency. I think that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the Cubs are going to make a move somewhere. It's just going to be if it's going to be a huge one like Bryce Harper or Machado, or just some we're going to need a shortstop. I think.
Yeah. 100%.
And I'm not saying we just need a shortstop that
Didi Gregorius,
a pretty good hitter but good defense. I mean. Really, truthfully, I mean, Addison Russell, great defender. His batting was just not like I mean, he was lower end batting shortstop.
Yeah, he's not a good.
I mean, you can't do that.
Yeah, he's not a good. Just let Javi play short. But to Egoy's point, like he said, like
and Addy
I didn't say that he wasn't a good reliever. Yeah, but you did say the Cubs need a closer, and they don't because they have Pedro Strop. It's simple. They have Pedro Strop.
Yeah,
they don't need a closer.
I don't know what was it.
Pedro Strop.
It was like a 2.6 or something like that around there ERA.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great year. I don't know why you would not give him this.
He's the closer.
The closer next year, and just build around him in the bullpen.
And I think he wants that smoke too. Like he wants.
Oh, I mean, he
pressure.
don't care. I mean, he will sit in front. I mean, he'll take the criticism, and then he loves. I mean, like they said, he will be working for the Cubs one day.
Yeah.
I mean, his energy is unreal too.
I love him. I'm a big Pedro Strop fan.
He is that bullpen right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, build around him.
Yep.
Don't bring in guys like Brandon Kinsler and think that's going to work. Like
Kinsler also picked up an option. He's staying with the Cubs next year.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't mind that.
I understand. I guess I thought the trade was a little different when it happened. They made him seem like he was the best Nationals reliever. Like I said, didn't realize that the Nationals didn't really have that many good relievers.
Yeah,
but like I said, he'll be a good spot to build around.
I love that Egoy said that he hopes Chavez comes back.
I heard
100% with you. Chavez said that if he's not going to be a Cub, he's going to retire. Pretty much is what he said.
Yeah, I like him in the seventh inning.
Love Jesse Chavez.
Like I said, seventh inning.
Yep, seventh or eighth even. I don't mind.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
TCF top 5.
Yeah, we got
whatever time we want.
I guess you're right.
It's our program. We can do whatever the hell we want.
Our program. Our program. Go Tigers.
All right, so we are going to do, in honor of this being Halloween week, we are going to do the top 5 Halloween candy.
And like I said, with what's Halloween candy, whatever we want, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to tell me
we're going to be
my
specific here. Like, we got into an argument the other day over our convenience store when I said the Snickers family. Zach didn't like that very much. When I said the Reese's family, Zach didn't like that. So we're going to be specific. And it's
not that I didn't like it, but
you like getting in your trick-or-treat bag when you were a kid and you got to go trick-or-treating. So, since I've won like 5 in a row, I'll go ahead and let you go first.
This was big for me as a kid. I was a big nerds guy.
You are a nerd.
I would like nerds.
That's a good call.
Those nerds. I mean, and you only got them around Halloween too.
Right. You didn't like go into the grocery store and like when you were in the aisle where your mom let you get a candy.
No, you're not gonna
grab the box of nerds.
No, you're not gonna like those like things. Sometimes you might get the ones right at the register, but
Where do you sit on nerds ropes?
I like nerds ropes.
I do too. I'm a
big fan. That'd be 1A.
Oh, I like
or 1B,
I
guess.
So nerds, that's
1A,
a good
1B.
choice. With my first pick, I'm going to go fun size Snickers bar. Just a classic, boring old Snickers. But man, there's just if I was in a pinch, and this happens more often than I care to admit at a gas station, and I just need a very simple candy bar, Snickers all day. Snickers is number 1, numero uno.
I think you're not gonna like my. Oh, no,
nope, I get my second pick. You might not like that. I'm going to go Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. The single,
yeah, so like that's good.
Wrapped up individually, just one cup. You don't get the full 2. You just get one, but it's perfect.
That is wild.
You got something, Joe?
Yeah, I was also wondering what's your take on like the shaped ones. I feel like those are better. Like the pumpkin shaped.
I think you can include the pumpkin because you get more peanut butter with the pumpkin. I'm like with you 100% there.
Like those in the trees, I'm like, all right, give me those all day.
What does Nick say here? Zach had too many nerds.
Hold on.
He's turned into one.
Ah.
Bazinga.
Dad jokes.
But you're not gonna like this one. I'm just gonna go like if you saw that you opened that door and they had king size anything.
I'll give you that.
You were pumped.
King size anything.
Anything.
Is
you walked. They opened that door and like king size. I get this whole thing.
You're telling me I don't have to open this and share this with anybody?
Like I get this whole thing.
This whole king size candy bar.
My third is the little Airheads. Is that what they're called? The
tap like
yeah
the single
small,
Airheads,
the little tiny ones. Like because I'm not big. I was like the biggest fan, but I wouldn't want the whole one. But you get a little tiny one, just kind of suck on it for a little bit.
Oh.
That was a bad thing to say. But
you don't suck on Airheads. What are you doing with them? You chew on them, you idiot.
What am I thinking of? The ones that were like the long ones that were like.
If Airheads, you don't suck
No,
on an Airhead.
You can.
If you're a psychopath.
No, you can literally just like kind of like the little ones. If it's small enough, you can just put it in your mouth and kind of. It's got a nice flavor to it.
You are the first person I've ever heard that sucks on an Airhead.
Well, that's because I don't. Well, how many times have you had conversations with people about
You're an
Airheads?
Airhead. Yeah, but
That's what happens. Like you're like, this is the first time. Oh yeah, this is the first time we've
no
talked
one
about.
sucks on Airheads.
I don't always go around asking people their top 5 candies.
Oh my God.
How do you eat them?
Yeah, how do you eat them? I don't judge you on
Nick,
how you eat food.
we understand that it's a king size kid, but this is the Halloween fun. Yes, no kidding that the king size are better.
No, duh.
Yeah,
King size,
we've established that.
Literally.
But, all right, so with my third, did you get your 2?
Yeah, I
so
had
you're 3. I'm on my third pick.
But you gotta admit, Airheads are good.
Airheads are a sneaky pick. I'm gonna go Fun Dip.
Sneaky.
Fun Dip with number 3. The little single packs of Fun Dip. So like 2/3 of the package is sugar, and the little 1/3 is the stick. That you can actually suck. You put it into the sugar.
that's what it's meant for.
Then you take that out. The Fun Dip single size.
And then at the end, you got to eat the stick.
Oh, because you never had enough powder to go with the
Oh,
stick.
it never. I mean, it
So
never
the
worked
stick
out.
was gone, and you just take the powder.
Yeah.
I think you could.
Did you ever like mess up and you just eat the whole
You
stick?
could use that
Yeah,
stick.
yeah,
Right,
you're like,
use that-
screw this, I'm eating the whole thing.
You could use that stick for like 2 or 3 packets, I think, without it going all the way.
Yeah, that's. I was a big Fun Dip fan.
What were you looking at? What were you commenting?
Looking at these comments, mystery flavor Airheads are quality. Hard to disagree there. And Nick bringing everything back to the marital aid comment. We're just gonna ignore.
Say that you sucking on the.
That's funny. Nick's
Good
fun.
one. Nick's not.
Nick,
funny.
maybe
Don't
we
tell
need
him
you
that.
on here. You're pretty funny.
Nick's not.
Should I like his comment so he gets some sort of?
No, don't like that.
Okay.
Let's see. So I have my 4th pick. Oh boy, you're putting me in a pickle here.
No, that's not a choice.
No, definitely.
What if somebody's getting you a pickle?
No.
What if somebody like you just came
If
up
you-
and like
I would just turn
they
around
open
and
the
walk
jar. They open the jar. They're like,
I
I would.
would dip your fingers in and just take one. Hey, thanks, cuz I appreciate it.
Oh my god, it'd be so gross. Like, you know, when
Right.
people have grabbed for that, like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's disgusting. Man, this is tough. I am going to go. This is probably a dumb pick. I'm going to go Milk Duds, the little box.
I can't believe you'd say that.
Milk. You're just doing that to be an asshole.
No.
Milk Duds are solid because they last like 40 minutes.
They get stuck in your tooth. You can have it all day.
Exactly. I'm going to go little box of Milk Duds with number 4.
I'm gonna go the little tiny licorice.
Eh,
I'm a big licorice guy.
like
And,
a
like-
Twizzler single.
Yeah, like
cut.
a Twizzler kind of thing. Like,
It's unsatisfying.
but like the ones you could peel, that's kind of like.
That's more work than reward.
I know, but you seem like I feel like when you're doing that, like when you're eating string cheese and you peel off, you feel like you get more when you're like.
Yeah, that's true. It's a mental game. Yeah, I'm with you. I get you where you're coming from there. What's your 5th pick?
This is gonna be tough. Did you say Pixie Sticks?
No, I mean I took Fun Dip,
I was just a big Pixie Stick guy because I don't know. I don't know.
and they wonder why people do cocaine now.
Yeah,
We're doing powdered sugar out of a straw.
that burns.
You
Absolutely
did not snort Pixie Stick.
I wouldn't say. I mean, maybe probably when you go like that.
Oh,
it'll
and you
go
get a
up
little bit in
your
your nose. I actually know someone who snorted a Pixie Stick, and he's probably one of the dumber human beings I've ever met. So
I wouldn't put it past myself either.
It wasn't you.
Like I said, I am a dumb human being.
Pixie Sticks is a good choice, though.
What's
I like
yours?
it.
Last one.
I'm probably going to lose this week because
Can
of
we
this
just-
pick, but I've got the cojones to say it. I like the pre-made popcorn balls, like in the packaging.
That's gross.
Popcorn balls are good.
That's gross.
But I don't like, and I think it was Pat McAfee show was talking about this. People that make anything homemade, like if they make homemade
goodness.
caramel apples or homemade popcorn balls, get that away from me.
I'm out.
Don't
I
even
don't
bring that near me.
If it's not sealed,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want it.
If it's sealed, like I don't even know what company. I think Act makes it, the popcorn company.
I think so.
But they make popcorn balls. I actually like popcorn balls. This is probably a dumb take, but I think one I kind of forgot, and this is probably my honorable mention. I like the single serving of the Hershey's cookies and cream.
So you're a big Hershey's bar guy?
Not a Hershey bar guy. The big difference. Big difference. I actually got a ton of like King's or fun size Butterfingers. I forgot how good Butterfingers are.
Oh, I'm a big Butterfingers, like Reese's, all that kind of stuff. Just
What's better, Butterfinger or Butterfinger BBs?
Butterfingers?
Oh, I disagree.
Oh,
Because you get more chocolate per. I don't even. What's the main ingredient in a Butterfinger in the middle of it?
Some weird type of peanut butter.
Butter.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's almost
peanut
like
butter.
peanut brittle type.
It is. Is that what? I wish someone like.
I don't
If
know.
anybody out there knows,
It's like flaky
let us
peanut
know.
butter. I don't know what.
like
Thank
exactly
you. Igor
what
said
got it.
no pencils, no apples, no pennies. Amen. Because if you want to do that,
It's like when
you're
like
not allowed
no
to
shirts, no shoes.
participate.
Like if you give any of that out, you're not allowed to
What
participate.
about,
Yeah,
what about someone
yeah.
handing out soda, like a full can of soda?
And
We had that happen.
Full cans of soda is a
it's
power
sad how
move, dude.
early. It's sad how early trick or treating is ending nowadays too.
Yeah,
But it's for the better. But it just kind of sucks.
Yeah, it is.
Always
what
like-
it is.
Halloween night, like even if it's the week, like a.
You
Oh
always gotta go to
no!
the rich neighborhoods because they always have
Oh,
the king
no.
size. You're gonna win this week. My streak of
Pacers
5
are up
I'll say,
2.
I
with
feel
a
like
minute.
you guys forgot one of the good ones.
Which one?
Kit Kat.
See,
Oh,
I'm
that's a
up
good
and down
one.
on Kit
So, I
Kat.
guess
That is
it
a good
depends
one.
on who, but
The
like, that
little,
was
the
my
little,
thing.
the 2-packet of them, the little
Yeah.
fun size. Yeah, that's a good call because it's not too much. I always feel like with the 4 slices of Kit Kat, it gets boring after
You're
one.
leaning
or
back
two.
in your chair again.
I'm not
I was just
leaning
noticing
super
that.
far.
I was
It's
just-
probably gonna land on top of me.
I was just like looking. I'm like, is this thing?
No, that's a good call. Like I said, Butterfinger I think is another good one. You know what actually is an underrated one is just a simple fun-sized Crunch Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I had that a lot, even when it's not Halloween. That's one of those like. There's always the little crunch bars everywhere.
Yeah, oh yeah. It feels like if there's a candy jar at an older person's house, there's some sort of Crunch Bar.
I think I might have this one.
Or
I think I might win
like a
this
Mr.
one.
Good Bar.
If we're being honest, it's because I let you win this one.
That's what you're gonna say when you do
100%.
lose.
I'm gonna get on my burner accounts to
Thank
make
you,
sure
Evan.
I win
I
this.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a few burner accounts tonight.
Go ahead.
I need to make some new.
I've already got them made.
I knew it. You and KD.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter. You can see our handles down here. Make sure you follow our main page at typical_Chicago. Go subscribe to the YouTube page. Seriously, go subscribe right now. And in a couple weeks, we'll be making out a call. If you screenshot that you are a subscriber and send it to us, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a free T-shirt. So make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube page. You can follow us on Instagram.
And that's under the
about it.
same name. That's typical Chicago fans on YouTube as well.
Literally just punch them in to whatever you have. Your sister has something to chime in. Jack got 2 full-size white chocolate Twix bars this year. Yeah, it must live in a bougie neighborhood there, Jess.
Wait.
huh?
And maybe
There's
we
a
might
white
have
chocolate
to.
Twix bar?
Yeah, dude, they're fire.
What?
We might have to take that from him.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it.
Oh, yeah, we're going there tomorrow.
Yeah, he doesn't need
Tell Jack to hold on to one of those. We'll be borrowing it tomorrow.
it. Yeah, don't eat the whole thing.
Anything else? Ego's got something to add about Mr. Good Bars. Those are
I don't
trash.
know. Everyone have a good weekend.
If you're at the Northwestern game tomorrow, hit us, DM us. We'll come meet up with you, have a beer.
I have a few broskies. Be a chilly day, so we'll stay warm.
Hopefully a podcast coming out Monday morning.
Yeah, we'll stay out. We're gonna stay warm with some beer, and I'm excited. This
I
is
am
gonna
too.
be
It's gonna
fun.
be fun, dude.
Especially the way it happened. We just kind of found out today, so it's
It's going to be a 27-hour notice between committing to the game and
and it's a big
kickoff.
game, and
Huge
it could
game.
end
We
up
might
being.
be on NBC.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a cool stadium too. The way it's set
Yeah.
up. I mean, it's
It's a
gonna be
high
a good
school
seats for everyone.
stadium.
But again, have a good weekend. Have a good Friday night. Stay litty. You know. I can't believe I just
litty.
said
You
that.
just said
I thought
End
about
the
saying
show,
it.
Joe. That was terrible.
That was bad. But yeah, stay litty. Just stay litty.
Litty like a titty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's another conversation for another episode. Cut that.
Bye bye.